Hello everyone and welcome to another day on the Wiarcraft server. Today is episode 9 and I hope to dedicate this episode to redstoning and farms. And speaking of which, here's our first project. Long story short, I found a flower forest. Yeah, I decided to take a break from placing stationary blocks to place some functioning blocks, because here I'm gonna do my flower farm. Already brought my redstone and some raw materials. Now all I have to do is to decide where to do it and how to do it, and of course watch out for the enemies, because this is raw, unprotected area. As you can see, there are a lot of flowers here, even orange and white and red. Don't really see any yellow ones, but maybe I can combine it with the biome next to it. Now let's see. This is stage 1, basically a platform with some flying machines in reverse mechanisms. I hope I got it right. And I'm basically in the middle of testing this. Where are my... Yes. Yeah, I was saying I was in the middle of actually gonna test this live together with you, so you see that if I do mistakes, I do them as well. Yeah, I remove the shovel, I don't need this anymore, so removing those 2 blocks. Gotta get it right. And now right, let's make ourselves yeah, let's see. Okay, it went forward. Let's see, will it work? Nope, something wrong here. Have to fix this. Right, it looks like I fixed it. As always, it was just a piece of dust. Redstone dust. This is my nemesis this season, apparently. I'm forgetting one piece here, one piece there, and the whole contraption forgets to operate properly. Now then, since this is working, the flying machine is working as expected, the other thing I need to sort is the dispensers here. These should have bone meal, and of course the wiring, the connection and everything. And I am thinking of instead of just having these dispensers on a timer and popping bone meal non-stop, I am thinking of getting a signal from here, so as every time it hits the wall, it hits the end stop, all the dispensers pop their thing. Now the other thing that kinda bothers me a little bit is that I didn't look into getting the amounts of bone meal that this thing might require. I don't recall anyone having a bone meal or skeleton farm whatsoever. So it might be at the beginning this could be a very short-lived farm, but we'll see how it gets along. So I've wanted to incorporate the green glass in the farm, and I've come up with something that's new to this 113 thing, and I wanted to share it with you. So this is a glass I was looking for, and previously in order to get it you had to smelt cactus and then mix it with bone meal. So you would get from dark green you would get a lime, and then you would get lime color. Now then, you can use kelp for that. So apparently you can make a sea pickle. It needs 4 kelp, 1 torch, and you get yourself a sea pickle. And if you smelt it, you get the lime dye, which is fantastic because I don't have to waste my precious bone. Basically this 28 bone is all I have. So high hopes for the farm that I get the colors I need. But yeah, so kelp, torch, sea pickles, lamb dye. Alright, so I divided all my bone meal. It looks like I have like 84. So 10 bone meal per dispenser at this point in time. That's all I've got. I hope I get some colors. Hope I get some... I hope this works actually. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I hope this actually works. So if I've enclosed everything in leaves, so nothing flies away. I've started doing some lighting, I guess, but this is not essential at this moment. I want to start doing this thing. Right, let's see. So something started flying, so it gathers everything to the row on the other side. Alright, that was, I hope that was one. Let me quickly go and check. Was it one? Yeah, it only used one. Nice. Alright. It used one. Right. Now that this is working, I'm gonna let it go through all the 10 all the bone meal. I just wanted to mention that all of this is Xisumavoid design. Is even this clock, delay clock and everything, all of this is a direct, let's say, inspiration, let's say not even inspiration, copy from one of his Hermitcraft episodes. And just giving the credit where it's due. Let's see what I'm getting. I'm getting orange tulips, I'm getting white tulips, and I'm getting red tulips. So this is orange dye, this is light gray, and this is gonna be red, and this is pink. Will be I getting pink dye? Yeah, well, I'm gonna get pink dye. So this is the flowers I'm getting here. I hoped as well, well, these are the flowers that I cut here. I also hope to get some oxidases and what else? Alliums, which are purple, I presume, roses and lilacs. Well, this is get magenta, but apparently the bone meal doesn't give me that. I do get a lot of wheat seeds though, which are, well, what can we feed with seeds? Well, on the other hand, I'm getting a lot of orange tulips, which was my primary interest in this farm, because I wanted to start using red and orange decoration, and it looks like we are all out of bone meal. So this is still gonna fly back, but nope, nothing. Right then. It's time to disable this. Where's my... Well, disabled. So it's gonna come to a stop here. Yep, to a hold. Something did jump out, but maybe I should put some blocks here anyway. This is what you get with 10 bone meal, basically. Orange tulips, white tulips, red tulips, and pink tulips, and a lot of wheat seeds. And this roughly the same amount on the other side. Maybe I should just build couple few of this, but smaller and in different biomes, but that's for a future use. Now that I can have my orange dye, can continue with the pyramid. So I was thinking, I have a lot of blocks after digging 2x2 chunks under my pyramid, and I don't know anyone on the server who has a good supply of bone meal. So I think I have to move those blocks and make something useful out of them. And what I'm thinking is an all mobs farm somewhere on top of the deep ocean, so we can start having some mob drops that we need. I'm starting to get lost in my own tunnels at some point. I start to need I need to place signs everywhere what is what. So this is the new portal here, and it's gonna take us to here. Right, this is a deep ocean biome as discussed. There it is, deep ocean. And already started doing something here. So you can see the blocks here are obviously temporary. There is a ladder here. And let's discuss future plans. So this is gonna be the collection area, obviously. The hoppers are here. Presumably everything's gonna be dying from the fall damage on the hoppers. Let's see what I'm actually planning. Let's see. So this is like a frame. So this is just below the blue line, meaning that they're sub-chunks. In the creative world, there are two sub-chunks between the first platform and the kill floor. But I don't think it takes into account the hard setting and possibly mob spawning with boots with feather falling. So I'm gonna start the farm even one sub-chunk higher, and I'm gonna build the farm in the most top sub-chunks, since apparently the new spawning algorithm is not really concerned how high you are in the chunk, but it now rather more interested in if hello there, fall damage, if the spawning is happening above the player. So speculation is that there, in order for the mobs to spawn at faster rates, the player must be below the mobs, or something like that. I have no particular science to back that up. I'm just more interested in building this as high as possible, away from all the other caves. However, I will be like, this is gonna be my AFK platform somewhere here, maybe even right under the hopper lines. So we'll see the drop rates on that. Here is the first layer that's gonna be spawning the mobs. You might already guessed which design this is. Of course, this is MumboJumbo's high efficient mob farm, which he used in many of his Hermitcraft seasons. I know, you may be saying that there are maybe better and more efficient design and maybe even easier to build. However, I prefer this one visually, and not necessarily technically, but I really like the idea of enclosed environments, so I can eliminate all the lighting updates, because it seems that there are a lot of potential tweaking which is required still for the water light updates. Apparently it's still not up to the point of where it's smooth. Apparently the light update on the water requires a lot of computational power, and I really not my intention to stress the server with my redstone, so I right away eliminated the Nembon's mob farm, which is rather much more simpler to build, a lot less of everything. However, I decided to go with MumboJumbo's high efficient mob farm. Of course, I'm gonna put a link in the description of how he builds it, the tutorial, and I'll catch you when I actually finish all of this and when this starts producing mobs. Let's test the redstone, shall we? So I've already built the simplest clock, as with the tutorial and everything, and I must say I really like using colors in the build. So this is, of course, this is wool, red and orange, but I already see that I myself like the color. Not everything is plain gray and everything, and I do realize that using different colors for different redstone circuitry, it's kind of working, especially if you look from outside of this farm somewhere. Maybe I want to make a shot somewhere from down there. By the way, I fell so many times. I used the water elevator back and forth to go back up in, but now I wanna test this. So I wanna place a water bucket here and wait until the clock ticks. So yeah, it spread the water. Okay, very well. And now I must wait for the next cycle so it collects the water. And I hope, yep, it's working. It's working marvelously, I must say. So as you can see, this is all bare bone still. The circuitry is in for the first level. Now all I have to do is place all the remaining blocks and give it a go. And I'll catch you in a bit. Let's do science together. So this is just one layer complete. I've enclosed all of it, even the roof here. I didn't leave any spaces, so we can test this. This is the last dispenser. I'm gonna put water in. I guess I got more buckets. Right. No, I wanna let this be unspawnable space. You see, this is lighting from the torches beneath this. I'm not using any Optifine or anything else. That's one of the concerns I said about the lighting, something to do with lighting this 113. We do run 113.1, but still, like, you can see this light. Can it just go transparent from half slab? I'm not sure. I mean, if I put half slab bottom, half slab top, in front of the cave entrance, the cave is completely dark, but I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I've put on off switch, which I'm gonna extend downstairs at one point, so we can always turn this farm on and off. For now, let's turn it on. I hear some water getting splashed. Yep, all of those torches fallen down. More torches falling down. Interesting arc. Should I install a falling chamber, glass falling chamber? You can see this. As soon as I did it, I immediately thought of Gryffindor and Harry Potter. Unfortunately, I ran out of orange dye, so this became unclear. But so hello there, spawns. Yeah, this I'm gonna take this. But hello there. This is from before. I killed something before. So looks like some splashing is working. I mean, this is just one floor. One mob. Should I go further down? Ideally, they should be spawning anyway. I can't see anything if I go down. Let me go back up. Looks like we have some spawns. Well, this is just one layer. I'm already getting some rotten flesh, gunpowder, and string. What I was expecting out of this? To be honest, I was expecting some skeletons and bones. Maybe I should have thought this through. Oh, there we go. It's a skeleton. Hello there, skeleton. Yeah, well, we'll get some bone eventually. Yeah, we'll get some bone eventually. This being all ocean biome and everything, I guess there are some different raid spawns and everything. I've read somewhere before that for the best how do you call them, skeleton spawns, you should be building this in the desert. However, I chose to build this in ocean biome. Well, at least we'll be getting a lot of gunpowder again. Well, I think this proved this concept. I think it's working fine. 113.1. Thanks, MumboJumbo. Your awesome design still function and everything. Although this time around you have to stand beneath the platforms for them to give you decent spawn rates, I guess. But nevertheless, this thing working. So now I have to build a few more levels. Let's say this is one level. Should I build 4 more? So it's gonna get 5 levels total. Yeah, I'll need a lot of more resources, but yeah, it's working. Welcome to level 5, everyone. This is the last water bucket I'm placing. Also checking that it's been made. You see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. You can see the mobs there being anxious to get to me. So these torches will be eliminated as soon as I re-enable the farm. It's a long way down. Well, some spiders already falling. Hello, sir, skeletons. Skeletons. So let's close this up, and I'm gonna show you the drop rates so far while I was building it with open sky. So primarily they will be spawning during the night, but let's see here. That's quite a few mobs. Look at them pouring. So many skeletons. Look at all the mobs. And I wouldn't say it drastically drops my frame rate. I'm not sure about the strain on the server, but because there are no light updates, it feels like this is much lighter than the open one, like Nembons. So let's see the drop rates here. Of course, these are torches, my torches that fallen off from me. Honestly, if I would say these drop rates are kinda even. If you see, it's not exactly 2 full stacks of gunpowder, 2 full stacks of arrow and spares. A bone is quite nice, so 2 stacks of bone as well. And if I AFK here for a while, I guess for an hour or 2, I'm pretty sure this chest will be full by the end of the hour. Yeah, I think this is a success. Look at these drop rates. I'm the only one online. I'm in the middle of the sky. I didn't bother lighting up anything down there. So this is level 176. So even if there is 128, that leaves 50 blocks spare below. I guess 50. What's the water level? 63, 60 something. So pretty much this is a golden spot here to stay and enjoy all these drops. Right. And I'm afraid this episode has come to an end. I really enjoyed building these farms today. I really hope you learned something new, at least that this MumboJumbo's farm works in this update, and the drop rates are quite amazing if you flip the AFK platform being below the spawning platforms. In the meantime, between episodes, I hope to do something around here. Let's say, we'll see. Some carpet is missing. I believe this requires some sorting into separate chests. And nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did preparing it for you. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, bye bye!